Welcome back to Sindhujan's Fishroom. In episode 1, I picked up my very first aquarium and a few beautiful fish. Today, I'm taking you through the setup, step by step, and also sharing some beginner's mistake I made on my journey. Let's start. Before anything else, the tank needs to be cleaned. A quick rinse with plain water, no soap, no chemicals, just enough to remove the dust. This is where everything begins. These are all the accessories I got for my first setup. Black gravel for a clean look. I needed 20 kgs of black gravel to fill up my 60 liters tank. A simple ornament for the fish to explore. Since the shop didn't have any live plants, I wanted something to fill up the tank. A heater to keep the tank warm. Filter for filtration. A thermometer and the lid with built-in lighting. At this moment, I didn't realize how many little things go into building a healthy aquarium, but every piece plays its part. Next step is rinsing the gravel. New stones always have dust from packaging, so washing them well is very important. This part is messy but worth it. Once the gravel was in, I added tap water, slowly filling only halfway. At this point, I was excited, nervous, and I had no idea I was already about to make a few beginner's mistakes later in the video. After the gravel, I added a thermometer first so I could monitor the temperature from the beginning. This part took much longer than I expected. Unboxing the filter felt easy, but fixing all the parts together was a challenge. As a beginner, I had no idea which piece connected where. I opened the manual, I was watching it all the way till I fixed all the parts into the filter. After placing it inside the tank, nothing happened, no bubbles, no sound. For a moment I thought it was broken. Then I realized I forgot to connect the small air tube outside the tank. Once I attached that, the filter finally started bubbling. A small victory, trust me, it felt amazing. To make the tap water safe for fish, I used water conditioner. I also added a stress relief chemical to help the fish adjust. This is an important step when using Irish tap water. It removes chlorine and protects the fish. Next, it was time to set up one of the most important things in a tropical aquarium, the heater. Living in Ireland, the tap water is really cold, sometimes below 15 degrees. Tropical fish can't survive in that temperature, so a heater is absolutely essential. I opened the box and just like the filter, I spent a moment reading the manual. I didn't want to make a mistake with this part. Once I understood how to place it and what temperature to choose, I set mine to 24 degrees Celsius, the perfect range for guppies, gouramis and angels. Watching that little red light turn on the first time, I knew this was what would make the tank feel like a real tropical home. Once everything was in place, I filled the tank fully and the setup was simple, but to me it looked beautiful. And now the moment I was waiting for. All of us feel as a kid opening a present when we let the new fishes inside the fish tank. Adding my guppies, pearl gourami, 2 blue gouramis and finally the angelfish. Looking back, this is where I made my first big beginner's mistake. I added the fish too fast. The tank didn't get enough time to settle or balance, but that's how all journey begins. We learn by doing. Right after adding the fish, I made my second beginner's mistake. I fed them immediately, and not just a little, I accidentally overfed them. New fish keepers do this a lot, but the fish need time to calm down after moving into a new tank. Overfeeding can cloud the water and stress the fish. This tank was the very first chapter of my fish keeping journey. It wasn't perfect, I made mistakes, but every mistake taught me something. And step by step, this simple aquarium became the foundation for my future fish room. In episode 3, I'll show you how the tank changed, what problems I faced and how I fixed them. Stay tuned, you are watching Sindhujan's Fish Room.